Hello class, today Melissa Del Balso, Isabella Poon, Alessia Rossi, Gabriela Santoro, and Isabella Zia will be going over the Reggio Emilia approach and philosophy of children as thinkers. The brain has two hemispheres, the right and the left. The left touches base with logic, speech, comprehension, writing, and arithmetic, while the right touches base with creativity, art, musical skills, and spatial ability. When looking at children through the Reggio Emilia approach, one thinks of the image of the child. Teachers are in place as facilitators of play, to observe progress, and to instill classroom organization. Teachers allow and provide the tools for students to think creatively and logically, and above all, use their thinking skills and imagination when playing. With regards to the right hemisphere, also known as the side for creativity, we added elements to allow students to play and think of ways to play with. We added elements such as gardening tools, cooking tools, a microphone, and various arts and crafts.
Giving students gardening tools entices their ability to use their five senses of touch, smell, taste, hearing, and sight elements within their environment. The students can distinguish between hands-on learning and using elements of planting, for example, earth, mud, seeds, and tools, and structured indoor play. Giving students real and/or plastic food items allow them to think outside the box and facilitate their own play. For example, they can be chefs or bakers and share their food with their classmates during play. Or the teacher can create crafts that students will model, and they could also bake together. In addition, the students can explore the staff kitchen and how to use different kitchen items with teacher guidance.
The microphone allows students to use their bodies and express themselves through sing and dance. Students love to dance and sing along to songs. There are many different platforms created to allow students to sing, move around, and dance. One of them being Go Noodle and the other being Just Dance Kids. Students can use these platforms to get their bodies moving. Further, they are required to think of their spatial awareness when dancing and are using critical thinking in response to the words being spoken and/or sang. Giving crafts to students allows them to make whatever their hearts desire. They have the ability to think creatively and can draw, paint, cut, paste, and glue what they wish. The students are often using color, texture, and prints. They are expressing themselves by taking part in creative craft making. The teacher can facilitate the crafts or the students can work on their own.
So before, we talked about the creative side of a child's brain, which is the right hemisphere. Now, let's discuss the other side of the brain, the left hemisphere, which is the logical side. We added elements such as patterns, dice, numbers and letters, shapes, puzzles, introduction to subjects such as math and science, and lastly, we added space and the stars. We believe children as critical thinkers. Children exposed to letters and numbers can think about reading, writing, and math unconsciously. The students are learning how to write letters and numbers, and once they have mastered sound, they can consider how words are written out and count how many items they have when playing.
The puzzle, dice, shapes, patterns, and space objects all promote the children to think critically and logically of what comes next. These items also unconsciously promote math and science. The students can count the dots on the dice, call out which shapes they're observing, create arts and crafts with specific shapes, and use critical thinking skills for the puzzles. Thank you for listening.